They have jobs. They didn't go and have people have sex in a church.
Yeah.
They're still working. So we had nobody to hang out with, really. That's why he took off on his little escapade around the country, and I decided to find any hobbies I could. For some reason, I decided, one day I'd wake up and go, radio-controlled helicopters. That's cool. Infinity's paying me. Fuck it, I'm buying them, man. And I go and buy, like, radio-controlled helicopters, and for 3 months, there I am. And then, 3 months go by, you get a little bored and go, I bet I could do CGI as good as Lucas could if I had the software. All right, I'm going to order a Mac, I'm going to order this, and there I am making flying saucers and incorporating them into my photos, and 3 months go by, and I got to find something else. And this was my life for 2 years, trying to find something. Big fun.
You had some other opportunities. I mean, at the end of this, as it got close to the end, I'm sure people were beating on your door to do something because you were missed out there. So you had a choice of going back to broadcast radio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird situation. We knew the first day we got on the air on broadcast radio, we were going to have the target on our head. We just knew it. People that aren't familiar with the show, they knew our names. People that never listened to the show, they knew our names. And they knew the second we got on the air, we were going to say, like we were saying before, hey, it's Opie and Anthony, we're back. Did you hear what they said? I know by back he means ass sex. So call the FCC. We got to get them off the air again. So, it really, with the climate of radio today, broadcast radio, it wasn't an option for us to go on broadcast radio and do the show that we knew the people wanted and that we wanted to do. Couldn't be done. We couldn't sit there and go, hey, it's Opie and Anthony, we're back now in the new climate of radio. Ho, ho, Opie. Wow, did you see the bottom on that girl? It would be stupid. The fans wouldn't like it. We wouldn't like doing it. We'd be miserable. Thank God XM, it doesn't have those restrictions and had some balls to pick us up and put us on the air. Although they haven't yet. It's very close.
They have no idea what they got themselves into. But we would have had that bullseye on our head, and it just wasn't worth it. It would have been too frustrating to do the show we know we could do. So, yeah.
There's a room full of your fans out here who've come from as far away as New Jersey.
Jersey.
Wow.
And don't be shy. You may never have another chance to stand up here and, or maybe you all live with these guys. I don't know. Stand up here and ask your questions. So if you have anything you want to throw your 2 cents worth in, step up to the mic.
Feel free.
That guy wants it. There he goes.
There we go.
Here it comes.
And tell us your name, though.
I'm Dan from New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah.
Right on.
I actually went down to the Philly. I couldn't make it to the Belmar. Are you going to have any more Asbury Park type festivals?
Man, I loved Asbury Park. Wasn't that nice? It was the feeling of Baghdad, downtown Baghdad. It really was.
We said it looked like downtown Beirut.
Yeah, it looked like Beirut. It looked like bombs had gone off, man. And you hear Bruce talking about Jersey, man, and Asbury Park, and it's so cool. We're playing the Stone Pony, and you go down there like, oh my God, what happened to it?
Yeah, the Stone Pony was the only building still standing.
Yeah. Yeah. You go to Asbury Park, it's like, yeah, the Stone Pony, and devastation.
We were convinced there were snipers on all the roofs around the Stone Pony, just. With us in their crosshairs.
With all that said, and all the devastation and crime that has taken over Asbury Park, we got in trouble for the show we did there.
Yeah,
apparently,
that's right.
breasts are a bad thing again. I don't know what it is with breasts, but they get a lot of people in trouble. And again, we got in trouble down there for girls flashing, wowing in Asbury Park. But your question. Maybe not Asbury Park, but we absolutely plan on getting together, getting the crew back together, and taking the show out on the road like we had in the past.
He's obviously talking about the road shows we used to do, but the cool thing about satellite radio, we could broadcast the road shows on our channel.
Yeah, if you can't make it, I mean, listen in and hear the debauchery that takes place,
The truckload of money you guys made over this last couple of years and before. Invested wisely? This kind of addresses what kind of people?
No, our portfolios stink.
Thank God we kind of learned our lesson early. When we first started at WNEW in New York, the stock market was insane. Everyone was in it. I mean, you could talk to your landscaper, and he's giving you stock tips, you know. And we decided to jump on board.
Hold on, I got to back up, though. We were doing a radio show in New York, and that's when Anthony discovered day trading.
I had my laptop.
He would be getting in and out of stocks while we were doing our radio show, and there were times I'm like getting into a really serious, deep point about something, right? And I would look over to him and go, oh my God, he's not even listening.
No, I'm trying to get a sell order in, and, you know, come on, it's dropping.
Yeah, the market's closing. I remember the show got a lot better at like 4 o'clock. 4:01, the show officially started back then.
After the closing bell.
Anthony was in. You were in heavy for a while, man.
Everybody was winning. It was great, and you know, I put some money in an E-Trade account. And it didn't. I was on vacation at Disney one day, and I was making like trades in the hotel room at Disney. And but you couldn't lose. You couldn't lose. I was amazed. I'm like, why isn't everybody doing this? And then I took everything I had made, and of course, you reinvested in some other half-assed internet stocks. And then April rolled around of that year, and oh my God. Oh, everything just went right down the crapper, and but thank God it was a portion of what I had taken and put in the E-Trade account just to screw around with. But now I know better, and any of the money that I had made, that Infinity was so gracious to pay us.
Do you really know better?
Yes.
We recently got involved in a radio company's IPO. You guys are going to get in on the ground floor. What was it, 19?
Yeah, the ground floor. We didn't know it had 18 levels of basement.
We got all excited. We're on the phone, conferencing each other. How much are you going to put in this stock? We're in. So, you know, and, well, now that stock, we got in at 19. It's at 12-something today.
It's at 12 and change.
That's where my savings account is right now.
But, no, with the way everything is now, I just keep it in the bank. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting 1%. Yeah, but you know something? You talk to people that are invested, and they're like, dude, I only lost $8,000 this month. And they're happy. They're like happy. Well, buddy, I know he lost $20,000, but I only lost $8,000. It's like, I got to put it in the bank and earn 1%.
I have a financial advisor. That's his whole pitch, that I'll lose less money for you than others. I swear to God, that's what his pitch was to me.
Yeah, we held on to that Infinity cash.
Got some emails off the website here.
Ooh,
I can either pass them to you or just read them here, whichever way you want to go.
Let me take a look at one.
We're going to take a look at that. This one actually was pretty common.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people want to ask this. A large majority of your old afternoon show is callers from all over the U.S. How is moving to mornings going to work? And what changes in the format can we expect? Thanks. Well, we're going to call our listeners Ditto Heads now. And we're just going to talk about how the Democratic Party sucks. Now, the show is pretty much going to remain the same. I mean, I can't see us changing it. Aside from, I don't know, I think even if we were on the air for the past 2 years, the show would have evolved into something. You know, it changes a little here and there. It had during the time we were on the air. So I'm sure there'll probably just be a few changes just because we had changed a little bit over the past 2 years. But I wouldn't expect any big changes. And the fact that we're doing mornings, all right, that's going to be fucking rough. That's going to be,
it'll be taken, we're going to have to get used to that again.
Yeah, getting up in the morning is not my strong suit.
But then the show's going to be replayed throughout the day, so that's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, we're running our own radio station, basically. So
and as far as the callers go, I think people are allowed to use their phones in the morning. Like, I don't understand that when people go, you know, people used to call in the afternoon. Oh, yeah.
And let's be honest, the callers held us back a lot of times.
Oh, what a bunch of dopes. Teasing, of course.
No, we had a very interactive show, and we look forward to continuing with that.
Yeah, getting up in the morning is, if you're going to start at 7?
6
East Coast time, so that means you get up at
5:30.
Yeah, 5:30.
That's the radio answer right there.
Even
You roll
later,
in the door and just start.
Sleep at the station.
Start the conversation.